The work of Kant has been very influential in the study of teleology, especially as this is applied to biology. His third critique contains a whole series of reflections on these issues, and this in turn is an old standby of many in the science and political communities who are trying to deal with the question of evolution. But Kant's thinking here is often cited in terms of Darwin's theory of evolution without any awareness of the contradictions. And the same is true in the world of Marxists, for example, who frequently cite Kant's views in his third critique, but who fail to see that this is not compatible with historical materialism. Kant's views are very complex and they require taking a look at the assumptions of so-called transcendental idealism, a term that is doubly traumatic for proponents of scientism. The transcendental does not refer to the supernatural, but to the relationship of consciousness to the categories of perception, so-called. And the idealism is thus not even the same as that of Hegel, who tried to move beyond Kant. But I think if we examine Kant's views, and these can be approached also via Schopenhauer, we discover a very powerful model, one that current science rejects out of hand, but which, if used carefully, can show where many of the debates current are going wrong and ending up in a quagmire. In world history and the Ionic effect, which I have discussed in many posts at the blog Darwiniana and elsewhere, the issues of transcendental idealism emerge by surprise in the way in which the model attempts to express a teleological viewpoint using the more limited directionality. In the process, we discover that the distinction of regulative and constitutive judgments, as Kant described them in his third critique, are invaluable in trying to deal with the complexities of nature and also of an extended nature that is beyond our powers of observation. The question of teleology is especially treacherous because we can discover by empirical analysis a form of directional action in world history. Kant was unaware of this, and his distinction is nonetheless of great interest in this context. The point is that the phenomenal expresses itself via a form of cyclical directionality, while the presumed teleological core is veiled as the noumenal. This situation is disastrous for reductionists because it makes them blind to the larger system at work and unable to consider the issues and antinomies of teleology that a Kantian viewpoint allows. Kant was very aware of this kind of confusion arising in the wake of Newton, and his system is of special interest, or should be, to biologists. And the school of the so-called teleomechanists arose in the wake of Kant's views on biology as given in the third critique. Some of these ideas will be cited underneath the video at YouTube in the read more sections of this video.